Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Holy Guaco or Morgan Hopkins. I'm 16 years of age and I'm currently a level 2 seller on Fiverr.com. Some of you may know me, some of you may not, but everybody is welcome. This here is episode 2 of our mini-series, basically documenting the initial startup on how you can get your Fiverr ball rolling, start making money from Fiverr, start getting gig orders, and start putting your hobby into an actual service and business. If you haven't seen episode 1, don't worry, there wasn't a huge amount in it. Basically, just set up an account and get yourself on Fiverr. Now we're going to start getting into the meatier things, and we're going to actually start showing you how to start yourself on Fiverr. So a lot of this is going to look very advanced. You've got dashboard, messages, orders, gigs, analytics, earnings, community, and more. And basically, just for your very beginning, you're not going to have to worry about any of these except for gigs, just for the beginning. That is going to change as more happens and as you get more interaction with customers. However, right now, all you need to do is focus on your gig. What you're going to want to do, first of all, is you're going to want to create your new gig. So as I said in the first episode, find out what you're good at, what you want to do. Hopefully you have that in mind now. If you don't, go and think about that for about 20 minutes. Just brainstorm ideas. What could I do? What would somebody want me to do that I could earn money from? Once you've done that, come back to me here and we're going to go ahead and move on and create our gig. Personally, I'm going to be creating a gig on Spokesperson because that's what I currently have established and that's what I know the best. Plus, I have all the layout ready and I have everything done, but yours is going to be completely different. It doesn't matter. It's the same principle. Think about your service that you want to do and create 2 titles for that. Create a broad title of basically what you're doing, and then create a more defined title with a few more keywords within it. So me from the future has just realized while editing this video that I never actually explained why you're creating 2 different gig titles. So you want to first of all set your gig with your broad title. Secondly, you're then going to go ahead and save that and change it. And the main reason for that is that your URL, your Fiverr gig URL, what you're searching in Google when you put it in, will have the broad term, whereas when you search on Fiverr, it will have the more sort of compact keyword term. And it basically just creates a little bit more of a broader reach, and that's the main reason for that. Sorry, I didn't explain that, and yeah, let's get back to the video. So I will be your spokesperson. Spokesperson. There we go, sorry. So that is my broad title. That is what I'm going to set my title as in the beginning, but this will change. Professional spokesperson, as you need 4 words. If you are a female on this website, you are automatically at an advantage. No matter what, you are at an advantage because your services are looked for more than males, generally speaking. When it comes to things like spokesperson videos, generally speaking, as a stereotype, women are looked after more and wanted more. So automatically, if you're a woman and you're trying to do this, hats off to you, you're at an advantage. Next of all, you want to find out what exactly it falls under. So you have graphics design, digital marketing, writing and translation, video and animation, music, audio, program and tech, business and lifestyle. Anything kind of weird or quirky, things like if you're going to be doing, say, game tutorials, that'd be under, say, lifestyle, because that's something outside of a business environment. That's somebody doing that for their own personal advantage and gain. So that'd be lifestyles. If your service is targeted towards anything that isn't for business, put it under lifestyle. Off your own judgment, make the best assumption that you can. You can put your spokesperson video gig under digital marketing, depending on what you like. It depends on what you want to go under, and also you can put it under business. So once again, this is where your trial and error comes in. I would personally advise that for you, create 3 gigs and put them under each of the different categories and see which one does the best. Personally, I have found that doing video and animation is the best. And then going for a spokesperson video. So, presenter, once again, as I say, if you're a female, you're automatically at an advantage. Congratulations, you're a step closer than most of us. I am a male. I personally am in the youth. I speak English. If we can, no, we can't search for English. Where is English? English, there it is. You can also put in another. You can put in another language if necessary. Accent. Now, this is unfortunate for some people. If you have any kind of accent that isn't an English, American, or Irish accent, unfortunately, you are going to be at an disadvantage to the rest of us. Simply because most businesses want somebody who will be able to pronounce their words in the most universally known way. But personally, I have an English-Irish accent. It kind of goes under English American, English British, English Irish. I have a very undefined accent, but you can choose two accents. So personally, I have an English Irish and English American accent. File format you want to put as MP4. If you have the ability to render in all of these, then put them in, but once again, it's completely up to you and depending on your situation. Now, background and environment, I personally have a green screen, I have a home, I have nature. That is brilliant. You're almost there on your first step of the way to publishing your gig. Search tags. This is very personal to you. Personally, I would put in spokesperson, professional, male, young, and green screen. Those would be my search words. Hello, yes, I'm back again. I'm sorry, I know. I feel like I didn't really explain this part very well, and I didn't really give an actual explanation as to why I set these keywords. Basically, when somebody Googles or searches for your gig on Fiverr, you want to maximize your chances of being found. So think about the phrases that would be searched when finding what you do. So if you do video games and you do video game tutorials, put in video game, put in tutorial, put in teacher, that kind of thing, to try and maximize the different ways that people can search the same thing and your gig will come up. Basically, I ranted for about 5 minutes there and just said what I've said in about 30 seconds. So sorry about that, and yeah, once again, let's get back to the video. So I've been rambling on for a good bit now, so let's go ahead and go to pricing. Now, this is where things get a small bit complicated, but don't worry, it looks like a lot. It flies by once you know what you're doing. Fiverr works off gig packages. You offer different things at different prices and people will buy them. In all honesty, these don't get used very much. 99% of my orders are from people messaging me, asking me whether or not they can do things. They'll send me a script and I'll send them what's called a custom offer. Still, you need these up to give people an idea of how much you're charging for your service. I would say basic, standard, premium. It's what everybody knows, don't overcomplicate it. Basic package, I personally say around 1 to 2 minutes in length. I don't work by word count, simply from practice. 1080p, yeah. In all honesty, that I thought that I had another one, but I don't. Copy and paste, copy and paste. Now, go standard package, standard package, 2 to 5 minutes in length, 1080p. And premium package, 5 to 10 minutes in length. And if you have the ability, I personally put 4K there. Now, delivery time. Some people think, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a 1-day delivery so more people buy from me, and therefore they'll get their delivery order soon. And what you're doing there is you are losing profit. You don't limit yourself in your amount of money that you can earn. 3 days, on an average, seems to be a good delivery time. Everything's a 3-day delivery. For anybody who doesn't know, what revisions are is simply if the customer is not happy with their order, Fiverr has a built-in customer service that you can ask for a revision. You can ask for it to be changed. And if you limit those revisions, it means that people think that maybe your service isn't the best and you're limiting so that they will get caught out and you will earn their money without giving them what they want. So I personally don't put a limit on the revisions. You can put it up to unlimited, and that's personally what I do. Words included, 60,000. I just set it to 60,000. It works for me. I put it 1 too many zeros. And like so, 60,000, because I've specified that it's in minutes. I don't do by words, I do by minutes. And this is why many people will personally message me. If you can get somebody to personally message you, if you can get a customer to personally message you, I guarantee, provided that you are clever, you are polite, and you are willing to work with them, you have got yourself the order. A specific background, I personally offer no other. I don't do background music in my basic package. I will do it in these two. I do not do script writing in either basic or standard. I do it in my premium. I'll do overlay text, add a logo, and custom outfit I set for all of these because clothes don't really matter specifically, and if somebody wants you to wear specific clothes, they will pay for them. Price, starting at $10, then $15, and then $20. So that is personally my general setup for this. And honestly, no matter what you're doing, whether it's testimonials, whether it's dares, whether it's video game training, no matter what it is, it's the basic same principle and layout, just in different words. So that's personally what I advise for most people. Once again, if you think that your service is worth more and you can get orders at a higher price, do it. I don't offer additional words, no points. Extra fast delivery, absolutely do this. So basic, 1 day, 1 day, 1 day for an extra, I would say $10 or $15, depending on how fast you work and how good you are with scripts and learning. That depends on your personal preference, but I would offer at an extra $10. Additional revisions is not something that you're going to need. Background music is not something that you're going to need. Script writing might be. I personally put this at $10 and an extra day. Overlay text is not something you're going to need. Stock photos is not something you're going to need. And logos is not what you're going to need. Now, an additional extra, 4K. I will record in 4K for an additional $5 and no extra time. This is how my $5 orders turn into $30 orders. Commercial usage. I cannot explain how valuable this is. Without a doubt, no matter what you are doing, commercial usage must be something that you offer on your gig if it is for a business. For those who do not understand this premise, commercial usage means that you can use my video in a way that is promoting or advertising your business. If you want to use this on your YouTube channel, you are promoting your YouTube channel and you could earn money from this. It is commercial. If you are using this on your business, you are advertising to your customers, it is commercial. If somebody is sending this to their friends on Facebook, it is not commercial. That is something that they have done for their own personal usage between friends as a joke. Commercial usage, I will allow you to commercially, is that correct? Yes, use my video. $20 and no days. And that there is how I have turned half of my orders from $5 orders or $10 orders into $30 orders. And that has been my main source of income from Fiverr, is commercial usage. Basic run through. Basic, standard, premium, make sure it's simple. Put it in short, easy words for people to understand and try and keep them as similar as possible. Just change your different variables. All delivery should be the same amount of time with unlimited revisions. Work in minutes rather than in words. It's going to be easier for you and it's going to allow you to deny scripts if you don't want to, if the word count is within it, because certain scripts can take longer to read even though they have the exact same amount of words. 1080p if you have that ability, I personally advise offering it on all, background on all, and custom outfit on all. Background music on your standard package, and just offer everything on your premium that you can. Do not offer something that you do not have the ability to do. I have had to cancel an order because I thought I was able to do an overlay text and a logo 3 years ago, and at that moment I was not. So make sure that you know you can do your things. People aren't going to not order from you if you're not offering the services. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is, and what I have done for almost every single gig that I have made, I simply go into my active gigs and FAQ, Control A, Control C. I will leave this in the description below. That here is your gig description. And personally, I believe that this can be used on everything. As you can see, a lot of these actually aren't in our pricing, and that's fine because people will ask you for custom offers. No revisions unless we make a mistake. This is just basically to make sure you're in line with Fiverr's terms of service. Questions? Send us a message. Look forward to working with you. You also have at the top, message us for a custom quote, and I personally put commercial usage in block writing because a lot of people don't know what this is and a lot of people forget to put it on, and I have to cancel orders, which gets my gig bad ratings, and that is not what I want. Honestly, this is fairly self-explanatory. Just copy and paste what I have left in the description below and change it to what you personally have applied to your gig. Alright, you are almost there. Requirements. This is going to be very, very specific to what you're doing. If you're doing something like graphics design, your requirements would be what kind of graphics do you want. Think about if you're a customer. Think about if you're a customer and you want a product, you want to buy something, you have everything that you want in your mind, you know what you want. I want to learn how I can get better on, say, Grand Theft Auto on PlayStation 4. Okay, think about the different variables. What's the game? What's the console? How long have I been playing? How long do I want to play? It's the different things like that. Put them down. Make sure that there is absolutely no room for you to be wrong. That is very important. Otherwise, customers will come back and make you redo things. And we do not want to waste our time. Time is money, and if we're wasting it, that is not efficient. Please specify, sorry, please specify pronunciations. I always spell that one wrong, yeah. Pronunciations. Please specify, and then in brackets, any unusual words, any places, any names. Free text. Add. Please attach your script. Is this video going to be used commercially? If so, has the $20 been applied. So this is perfect because this means yes or no. If somebody doesn't apply it, therefore you can go to Fiverr and say, they said that they applied this and they haven't. Cancel the order, don't give me a bad rating. And then, would you like home, backgrounds, sorry, or green screen? And then multiple answer, home, green screen, other, in brackets, please, message, slash, specify. There we go, add. So these are personally the ones that I use on my Fiverr gig when I have, here, casual or formal clothing. These are the exact same thing, just in different words. These are what I use on my Fiverr gigs. This just basically copper fastens the fact that you can't be blamed for anything. If the customer happens to not specify something or does something wrong, you can't be blamed. Make sure you specify as many things as possible. The more requirements, the better, as well as the fact that it makes the impression to your customer that you really care and you want to get it as perfect as possible. This is going to be the one that's kind of difficult for some people, and that's completely okay. Your gig gallery. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch to buying, and I'm going to show you who I use for my gigs and who I use for my graphics. This gig graphic, although it's not loading, this was not made by me. I possibly could have made it at this stage now, considering the fact that at this moment in time my graphical skills have been improved greatly, but I didn't make this. This was made by a man named Nurman95. He has insanely cheap graphics and genuinely one of the best services that I have used. If you want to get a graphic from him, it only costs you $5. That's all it's going to cost. I'm going to post this link down into the description. You can go ahead and buy yourself one of his gig images, and honestly, these gig images are amazing. They are so sleek, they are perfect, and I guarantee that half of my orders wouldn't have been gotten had I not had a professional gig photo. So I'm going to leave that in the description. He's a level 1 seller with 94 orders, a 5-star rating. Highly recommend. So you want to make sure as well you have a gig video. As you can see, what a lot of people don't read over to the side here is videos increase user engagement by 40%, which means that Fiverr automatically are putting your gig above others if it has a video. Please choose a video that is shorter than 75 seconds and is smaller than 50 megabytes. This is extremely irritating, and I beg Fiverr changes this. It means that you have to render it in low quality, so apologize in your video for the low quality. I'm going to go ahead and play my gig video here. It is approximately 75 seconds long, and it will give you an idea of what you should be doing. Hello and welcome to my Fiverr gig. Initially, let me thank you for giving me the opportunity to present myself to you, and let me apologize for any kind of unfortunate video quality. It's simply due to Fiverr's gig and video compression. My name is Morgan Hopkins. I'm 16 years of age and I've been on Fiverr for approximately 3 years now. I've worked with many people with over 70 orders and a 4.9 star rating. I take pride in assuring quality as both a hobby and a professional business. Fiverr is something that I've done for a very long time now, not just because of the income that is gained from it, but from the enjoyment of working with customers and getting the best quality product for your business. I specialize in advertising, however will do a range of different things. A commercial usage fee of $20 must be applied if there is any type of business or advertising purposed for the video. The suit attire comes completely free with absolutely any order. However, casual clothes are an option if requested. The green screen behind me only costs you an additional $5 simply to fund the costing of it. Let me thank you for giving me the opportunity to present myself to you. And let me thank you for clicking on this gig itself. Hopefully we'll be working together soon, and if you have any questions, please do DM us. We're happy to answer all of them, as well as the fact that we can talk about custom packages and different extras. No matter what your service, I advise making a gig video. I think that it creates a very good, professional and confident environment for your gig and between yourself and your customer. But if you're not comfortable with being on camera and your gig doesn't include that, that's completely fine. I just personally believe that you should get that gig video uploaded. It's going to take between 24 and 48 hours. Personally, mine take very short amount of time because I'm a level 2 seller and I get automatically prioritized by Fiverr support. I have automatic prioritized VIP. So my gig videos and my support tickets take a lot less time than most, but it takes between 24 and 48 hours. Do not be surprised if it comes back and says, oh, this isn't allowed, or this isn't, it's normal, just redo it. It's a process. Constantly be updating this. As you change, as your skills change, as your appearance changes, you need to be updating this. Personally, I have been updating mine not as much as I should, but I advise between once every couple months. That's around about when I would do it. And that's it. Congratulations, you've now made your first Fiverr gig. I know that this is a long process and it's taken you quite a while, and congratulations, because genuinely give yourself a pat on your back. This is not an easy thing to do. This genuinely isn't an easy thing to do. This takes time, this takes courage, and it takes a lot of skill. So pat yourself on the back, you have just taken another step into becoming very, very wealthy. You are not going to get orders for a while, so don't expect to, because if you do, you're being naive, you're going to let yourself down, and you're not going to want to do it. You're going to have to give yourself time. I'm going to be showing you in the next episode how to get yourself out there, how to get yourself onto the digital space, how to get people seeing you and clicking on your gigs. I over the last 30 days have had 5,000 people just see my gig cover. Of those 5,000 people, 166 people have clicked it. And of those 166 people, I've only got 7 orders. So from 5,000 people seeing this gig profile on their search or on their home or whatever it is, only 7 people or only 7 orders have actually come through. You just simply don't get many orders. But provided that you work hard and you keep on defining your skill and you keep on refining your skill, you will actually get there, and you'll start getting more orders, you'll start getting more money, and you'll start getting more customers. And that's what you want. You don't want more orders, you want more customers. Personally, I've had around 3 customers. Of my 3 years on Fiverr, I've had around 3 customers, and all in all, those 3 customers must have given me by now around, I think, $1,700. So that shows you, when you make a good impression with someone, it changes their entire view upon you, and they'll order more with you because of it. But anyway, this has been a long episode. I hope that you've enjoyed this. I do apologize if I've rambled in a few places, but this has been a big step. Tomorrow's is going to be a little bit less, so don't worry. If you're feeling tired, if you're feeling like this is a big task, you have done one of the hardest parts, so don't be worrying. You're going to get through this, and we're all going to be better for it. So thank you very much for watching. If you are new, please do subscribe. We are almost at 100. We are so close. I am very, very happy about that. So if you are new, please do subscribe. It means a lot, as well as the fact that like and share the video. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I will happily answer them either in the comments or in the next video. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.